What I believe is UPSC is one such exam which will grind the student in and out. Not just in terms of completion of syllabus or not in terms of achieving the target, but probably it will put pressure from all corners. UPSC puts pressure on everybody. In fact, life puts pressure on everybody, and there is a stress for everybody. So, and in fact, most of the students think that they are the only people who are undergoing stress, or they are the only people who are not happy. But the thing is, it is common with everybody. See, what I believe is, if you're really preparing well for UPSC, it opens up several dimensions to the student. This I even keep telling in the class. Probably as an UPSC aspirant who has worked well, you can be a very good investor because you know the dynamics of the world around you. So having a hobby, whether it is a sport, whether it is music, whatever it definitely keeps me calm, definitely keeps me alive. I feel I'm alive.
Hello and welcome everyone. As part of our conversational series, today we have brought to you a session on stress management for UPSC aspirants. Joining us today is our esteemed faculty member Ram sir. Welcome sir.
Hello Nitish.
Sir, before we jump on to the discussion, I just want to ask you, why is it significant for UPSC aspirants to focus on stress management?
Nitish, what I believe is UPSC is one such exam which will grind the student in and out. Not just in terms of completion of syllabus or not in terms of achieving the target, but probably it will put pressure from all corners. Why? Because the success of UPSC comes only after putting in effort for a very long period. In most of the cases, except exceptions. So what I believe is at least 4 years, 3 years, or even 2.5 to 3 years of consistent preparation is required, and that too at the prime time between 20 to 30, where the student leaves another career option and is taking the risk and putting all eggs in one basket. So obvious output would be tremendous issue of failure after putting in effort for such a long period. Along with that, when you're preparing consistently for such a long period, maybe 3 years, 4 years, it definitely puts an additional pressure on you. And even the success rate, when we look at the success rate of UPSC, so success rate is also a little less compared to the effort we put in. It's not that everybody will qualify. So all these fears keep gripping the student every now and then, pushing him into different stress situations. And it is very important that he recognizes that yes, there is some aspect of stress that I am undergoing. So first aspect is recognition that there is this issue called as stress that is there, or that is creating a problem within me. Okay, so once we have identified it, probably then we can think of what we have to do it. So these are the reasons why UPSC puts pressure. But what I can tell student is, UPSC puts pressure on everybody. In fact, life puts pressure on everybody, and there is a stress for everybody. So, and in fact, most of the students think that they are the only people who are undergoing stress, or they are the only people who are not happy. But the thing is, it is common with everybody. So once we realize that, it gives us some comfort also. Okay. So, and then you start your way out. Yeah.
Okay, sir, what I've understood is that it's a very long preparation, and the student additionally is taking a lot of risk. So in your overall preparation, you are bound to experience stress for an average student, one way or another. So, sir, let's say a student is going through stress. What are the cues he or she can look at?
Yeah. So first and the foremost thing is, as Dhoni talks about always, I believe Dhoni is the right man because he's Mr. Cool. So there are only few things which are in our control, and there are many uncontrollable factors in life, not just UPSC. In life as such, there are many uncontrollable factors which I can't do anything with. So these uncontrollable factors I should not be thinking. It is easy to say not to think, but it is difficult to follow. So when will I stop thinking is when I cleanly observe what are the thoughts that are coming in my mind. Suppose every now and then my mind is becoming clumsy and my mind is putting me into a mode of repetitive thoughts. It puts me into a mode of repetitive thoughts saying that what if I fail? What if I'm not going to clear, etc. So these things keep on repeating. The student should be able to observe this. Second important aspect is, everybody says that UPSC preparation after UPSC preparation, if you fail in UPSC, there is no way out. And what I strongly believe is that is completely wrong. See, what I believe is if you're really preparing well for UPSC, it opens up several dimensions to the student. This I even keep telling in the class. Probably as an UPSC aspirant who has worked well, you can be a very good investor because you know the dynamics of the world around you. Or you can, since you're a person who can put in so much of effort sitting at one place, and you are different from many others in terms of your determination and other qualities which you develop during the period of preparation. So it is a wrong fact that saying that after UPSC, if I fail in UPSC, there is no life. So that is not the case. Many of the students think in this manner, and I think that is also one of the reason they are pushed into stress. And developing alternate options, I don't say that UPSC from the day one you should develop alternate options, but you have to put your complete effort on UPSC. But over a period of time, you will try understanding what can you be doing, and you will be going accordingly. So that life will teach you.
Hmm. Sir, let's say the student has identified these cues. Now, what can he or she do to manage them, to manage stress?
See, managing stress, there are different ways of managing stress, and each person does it differently. For example, what I say is hobbies. Hobbies is one of the most important aspect. I think that is the reason in the UPSC interview also. Hobbies is one of the most important aspect that is discussed. So having a hobby, whether it is a sport, whether it is music, whatever it definitely keeps me calm, definitely keeps me alive. I feel I am alive. So we have stopped living actually. We have become like a machine. So probably if you have a very good hobby, one is it will keep your stress low. Second is social interaction. So what I believe is students think that if I sit in this room and read 10 hours, 15 hours, I'll be IPS or IAS officer. But the thing is, social interaction is something, it reduces your stress, it builds your network and several other things. So UPSC preparation is not that I'll shut all my doors off and sit alone and prepare. See, stress can be released with friends, and stress can be released through social interactions, interacting with teachers, etc. So that's a very important factor which students should realize. It's not that I sit at one place and I shut all the doors up. And student also, they believe that, oh, I've wasted 2 hours, that means I'll not clear. This kind of attitude, UPSC is not testing that. UPSC wants somebody who's cool, somebody who can handle all this, and still who is productive. So that is how the exam pattern is designed as well.
Okay. Sir, in addition to the techniques you have said, I just want to ask you, what is Vision IAS doing?
So Vision IAS actually has come up with a special program, or they call it as the wellness program, right? It's a student wellness program, and this program was offered by Vision IAS. It is not now, of course. Currently, there are a lot of other issues which are unfortunate, which are putting a lot of pressure on the student. And at this point of time, that adds to the pressure on the student. But Vision IAS was doing it since many years. So there's a students wellness program that was run for Vision IAS students till date. Now Vision IAS has extended it to everybody. So everybody who's finding these symptoms, who has identified something, can mail it to us, to Vision IAS. Okay, I think in the description box the details are clearly there. The email ID is also mentioned. So you can mail, you can come and sit with our psychologist, and we will figure out a solution for you. What we want to say is Vision IAS is there for you in your troublesome situation. We are there to help you. So, and again I'm repeating, it is not just for the Vision IAS student, it is for everybody. So I believe that students can use this opportunity or this wonderful initiative by Vision IAS, if at all they find it, and you can trust Vision IAS that everything would be kept secret, and you can open up with our psychologist and come up with resolving all your doubts and problems.
Okay. Sir, one additional question to this. What kind of issues can student expect to get resolved in this wellness center?
See, students face problems, to be very specific. Maybe one is the physical problems. So, what are the signs of stress? Probably you're not able to sleep. Probably there is overthinking, a repetitive thought on a continuous basis. Suddenly you start crying, and for no reason. And that is also a reason of stress. And another aspect can be mental problems also. Mental problems mental problems would be even more severe. The psychological pain which they undergo, the fear is gripping them every now and then. So this fear aspect keeps them away from their preparation. Many students find it difficult to even open the books out of fear. I know one of the student very close to me from Vision IAS. He feels whenever he goes and writes an exam in a crowd, his hands start gripping, he starts sweating, and this is one of the reason for he failing in prelims. He's a very good student, but this is the main reason. So the only solution for such problems is you have to face the fear. Okay, you have to go and sit in that class of bunch of students and write the exam. You have to take the exam. This is one. Second is you are free to discuss all these problems openly with the team of Vision IAS and get the right instructions from the expert, because it is an expert who can definitely guide you towards such problems. Everybody cannot do it. An expert can definitely help you in resolving your psychological pain or identify why there are such kind of problems. One more suggestion from my side is most of the problems are because of over expectations. Why? What is this over expectation? I think most of the students feel once I become IAS officer, everything will be okay. When I move, maybe people will stand for me, they'll salute me. These kind of thoughts are overwhelming and they feel like, what if I don't clear? So actually it is not from the outside that you should be motivated. Rather, the work or the process of preparation itself should motivate you. If you are looking at the perks or what will happen if I clear, you cannot avoid stress. Stress is bound to damage the student. So probably if you learn to involve yourself with respect to the preparation process itself, enjoy the preparation, think for today, think for daily targets, build a routine. And Vision IAS can help you build that routine. If you have a problem with respect to building a routine, come talk to the team. They will help you build the routine. Probably they can build a timetable for you. So this is how Vision IAS will definitely always help students and make student a better version of themselves.
Sir, this has been a very enriching and informative discussion. Any final word of advice for our students?
Yeah, Nitish, I believe student should forget about result. Student should forget about what will happen if they clear. What will not happen if I don't clear. See, life is limited and I am living for today. And I don't want to live in stress. A day lived in stress is a day wasted. So if I realize that every day is a moment to be enjoyed, whether you are an IAS or not, and that particular aspect, you should keep on reminding yourself and just get engrossed in your preparation and let's see what happens. Okay, so that is what is the final suggestion which I give to students.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Nitish.
Students, that is all from our side. Stay healthy and keep learning. Thank you.